All right, everybody, how are we? Doing a little solo show today. Frankie James here. This is actually, I think, one of the first times I've actually been able to do this here. Pretty excited. We have game two coverage. Don't mind me, guys. Just going to do a quick share here. Make sure we get everybody aboard. Make sure everybody's live. Big game one yesterday. I think the Birds are on too right about now. I can't be mad about that. Bear with me, guys. Let me just get this bad boy going. Try and share this here. Let's get this one off here. There we go. So we got game two today for the Flyers rookie camp. Definitely excited to see that. We had a big game one yesterday, 6-3. A lot of people definitely talking about that game. A lot of things that people had noticed. Good stuff. It was a monster win. A lot of things to notice in that game as well. With some of the big first Wade Allison, I was just on with Jesse from Dusty Buttes and Flyers Alley over there with him, and a lot of good things to take away from yesterday's game. And by all means, anybody wants to jump on, go right ahead. We can chit chat. Any questions that you might have, we can dive right into anything you want to see tonight too, because I will be live at game two in Voorhees with our good friend Chris Mayer. He'll also be there with me representing his what he does. But let's dive into a little bit of game one, some stats. I mentioned yesterday Tyson Forrester. He was a player that I was definitely going to be keeping an eye out on. He ended up having 2 goals. That's huge. It's shown being able to see him put the puck in the net is extremely important. It's good to have a young, true sniper, really, and he's just proven it. He also wants to prove that he can do a little bit more, but being able to score goals is something that the team has lacked for a long time. And the fact that we are seeing it now is key. John Farris, how are you, my brother? Hopefully everything's going well. Glad to see you in here. Feel free to give it a share so people can jump in as well. If any questions or any players that you might want to see at training camp today, then let me know because I will be there covering the team for Flyers Nitty Gritty and also getting in the media room to conduct interviews with the players. Morgan Frost. A lot of people had a lot of question marks about him. The injury. Is he going to be a bust on the team? He had 3 points yesterday. He had a goal and 2 assists. It was really important to see that because you're starting to see some of the players that have been here for a little while, and they haven't really been able to come into their own. So with Nolan Patrick, granted he had a big injury. So is Frost. Frost hasn't been able to play as much because of injury. Put 3 points on the board yesterday. It's a big move. Wyatt Wiley, another one that people have mentioned. 2 points, gets 2 assists. Wade Allison. We like to see a little bit more on the stat sheet, so to speak, from him because now we have some type of expectation from him. But it was great to be able to say, do his thing. And I get the big fight. And the guy who fought was like 6'8", and he gave it to him. Now, it's rookie camp. These guys are going all out, man. Like, nothing wrong with that. People are battling for spots. Gotta leave it all out there. A lot of good things to notice about yesterday. People that we want to see, players that we want to see that are starting to make moves and do what they got to do to make the team are really starting to do it. Got one being Tyson Forrester. On that bubble, is he going to make it? And I personally don't think he will. I think that this team just has too much depth. But, you never know. You never know what could happen. Injuries happen. He could be next man up. We'd love to see him get in there. He's one of my guys. John Ferris here. What are my projected lines? What are your projected lines, offense and defense? Talked a little bit about this yesterday, actually. I'll give you a couple. The first line, actually, I have Travis Konechny, Claude Giroux, and Sean Couturier. Maybe we're to plug in with Cam Atkinson. I really like. I think Claude Giroux could potentially chop to the second line, but that first, I think that would be a good line. Throw Atkinson, Farabee, and let's see. By all means, you can jump in there and give me a player as well. But defensive pairing are pretty simple. I think we've talked a lot about this. Brian Nelson, Provorov, Risto, and Sanheim, and then you have Braun and you have Yandel. I think that's pretty much going to be what it is. It's what we're all saying. All the way around the media. A lot of people were saying, which is probably going to happen. But game 2 tonight, 5 p.m. Doors open at 4. I'll be getting ready to rock and roll down there soon, and we'll get things started. Obviously, I'm not going to go live there, but we'll have some live tweets from my personal Twitter at Frankie's Desk, and also with at Flyers Nitty Gritty at Talking 215. We'll have stuff coming all the way around with there being live. Now, a little bit about tonight's game. We're going to have Samuel Harrison, I believe, in goal tonight. Another kid that you want to see play well. go for that spot or chance to kind of continue to playing here. Probably won't happen. Still pretty young. Cam York's going to be out there. Wiley will also be back out there. Linus Hogberg, a player that people hear the name, want to see what he can do. He'll be playing defense today. Some of the forwards that are going to be returning and jumping in there. Wade Allison, Tyson Forrester will be back. Simon's going to be playing. Morgan Frost, Linus Sandin, player to really look out for. Ratcliffe's going to be back in there. I think he's one of those players that might not make it. Kind of like Tanner Lazinski. I don't think he's going to be here too much. This just might not be enough room. The team has too much depth to really hold on to them. Matthew Strom, really excited to see him. Big left winger, really pumped up to see what he can bring tonight. Expect some good points out of some players that people have been thinking about. Nolan Ritchie, he'll be playing also center. Now, a player that I mentioned earlier with Dusty Buttes from Jesse is John Randall Avon. Center, we want to see some more centers and see what they can do. He's a player I'm going to be keeping an eye out on, seeing what he can bring. Really interested in that. But any player that you guys might want to keep an eye out on, obviously you guys won't be able to see, but I will report right there. We'll do some tweeting. Throw me a name. Throw me a name that you guys are interested in. I'll post the rookie game roster and let me know if there's anybody to see, especially you, John, if you want to see anybody. I'll give you some stats on them, see how they're doing. But, Wade Allison, we know what he's going to bring. Tyson Forrester, I want to see another good game out of him. We've got Samantha. He's saying, what's up? Sherman's played for us before. He was playing for the ECHL last season just so he can play. Oh, yeah. If these guys are going to play hockey, just because they're not going to play in the AHL doesn't mean they're just not going to play. Maybe with more of that Flyers stuff, I don't really see too much of the ECHL. I actually really haven't seen Strom play too much. We know that's your baby over there. So, by all means, anything you know about him, I'm sure you'll be reporting because I believe that we're going to be doing something tomorrow with you. Player I'm going to be watching. So, my key players, I'll give you like 2 or 3 of them that I'm definitely going to be watching that aren't so big names like the Wade Allisons and Cam Yorks. I want to see what Linus Hogberg can do. I'll be watching him on defense. Matthew Strom is going to be the other one. And Jackson Cates and probably John Reynolds. So we got 4 of them, 4 players that I'm going to be keeping an eye out on because they're not those players that you really know what to expect, like Wade and even Samu. Those are my players that I'm going to be keeping an eye out that we don't have too much on yet. So 5 p.m., game 2, rookie Flyers, rookie Rangers, back in Voorhees, no fans, just us press. Got to be for proof of vaccination, mask on, keep it safe, keep it sexy. Like I said, feel free to give me a post, tag, share. Anything you want to see tonight, let me know. Once again, thank you, of course, to Flyers Nitty Gritty and Jamie. We're coming from this 2 years with you guys for giving me the opportunity to be able to do this. Couldn't do it without you. Always thanks to my dear good friend Jake, home right now, relaxing for bringing me on to Talking 215. Actually, let me do my own little preview. Can't be mad about that. This is the first time I got to do this in a while. Super pumped up. Game 2 tonight, and we'll come down the cuts, and we'll be getting ready for development camp. So with that being said, we'll kind of end it there. Just want to do a little preview, get us ready, and go Birds. All right, we'll be right back for your show. Right around right there, like the interviews. We'll be conducting interviews. We're going to probably jump back on, do something with obviously on here, write something, and then Jesse and I from Flyers Alley / Dusty Buttes will be doing a little post-game conversation, kind of dissecting some of the things that we did earlier. So stay tuned for that. That will definitely be going out around 8:30, but we'll have more information then. Go Flyers, go Birds. See you guys later. Thanks for joining.